The hidden architecture of the Israel-Iran conflict, silent winners and unseen consequences, while the world fixates on missile strikes and retaliatory drones between Israel and Iran. A deeper layer of strategic and economic gains is being exploited by players far removed from the battlefield. The June 2025 escalation, marked by Israel's Operation Rising Lion, isn't merely a bilateral clash but a catalyst for global realignments that benefit third parties. By applying reverse thinking, we uncover how this conflict serves as a lucrative engine for non-combatants, reshapes energy corridors, and accelerates the privatization of warfare. The silent winners, profiteers beyond the battlefield won. Global arms traders and emerging suppliers. France's stealth ascent, while the U.S. dominates arms exports to allies like Israel. France has emerged as the world's second-largest arms supplier by capitalizing on Middle East volatility. Post-Operation Rising Lion, Gulf states, fearing Iranian retaliation, are scrambling for air defense systems. France's Rafale fighter jets and missile technology have become premium exports, with CIPRI data confirming a 187% surge in French arms sales to Europe and the Gulf since 2012. This positions Paris to replace Russia as a top arms broker to the global south. Drone manufacturers and AI startups. Israel's use of AI-coordinated drone swarms in Operation Rising Lion 2 demonstrated the obsolescence of traditional warfare. Private firms like Israel's Elbit Systems and U.S.-based Endural Industries now dominate a $100 billion drone market, with orders flooding in from Southeast Asia and Eastern Europe. These companies profit from iterative conflict. Each strike generates data to refine autonomous systems, creating a self-sustaining cycle of demand. 2. Energy arbitrageurs and sanction busters. Russia's shadow oil boom. Iran's crippled air defenses. 5. And sanctions have disrupted its oil exports, creating a vacuum filled by Russia. Despite facing a looming recession. 11. Moscow reroutes discounted Urals crude via the Caspian Sea to Iran's former clients in India and China, pocketing a $15 to $20 per barrel markup. This illicit network thrives on opacity. Turkmenistan and Azerbaijan act as transit hubs, while Greek-owned ghost tankers mask origins. 118. LNG expansion. Attacks on Persian Gulf infrastructure have spiked Brent crude prices by 40%, making American liquefied natural gas, LNG, competitive in Europe. Cheniere Energy and Venture Global LNG secured $60 billion in new contracts within weeks of the conflict, accelerating the decline of OPEC's influence. 89.3. Tech and finance. The digital enablers, cryptocurrency facilitators. Iranian oil sales now rely on crypto settlements to evade sanctions. Blockchain analytics firms like Chainalysis report a 200% increase in Tether transactions tied to Iran-Russia deals, earning exchanges like Binance and KuCoin billions in fees. 79. Cybersecurity mercenaries. Private firms such as Black Cube and NSO Group provide conflict intelligence services to both Israel and Gulf states. Their niche: hacking Iranian command systems and monitoring Hezbollah communications, with contracts valued at $500 million annually. 27. Why now? The hidden triggers. 1. U.S. power vacuum and Trump's return. Donald Trump's 2025 re-election created a window for Israeli escalation. His administration's focus on Ukraine and domestic politics. 14-15 allowed Netanyahu to launch Operation Rising Lion without U.S. pre-approval. 2. Concurrently, Trump's threats to withdraw NATO support. 9 incentivized Eastern European states to buy Israeli drones, creating a financial buffer for the operation. 2. Iran's pre-weakened state. Israel struck when Iran was politically isolated and militarily depleted. The 2023 Gaza war had already degraded Iran's proxies, Hezbollah and Hamas. 5. While Russia, Iran's arms supplier, was distracted by Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb 9, Israel exploited this vulnerability to minimize retaliation risks. 3. Economic desperation masked as ideology. Both nations use conflict to divert from domestic crises. Israel, facing internal divisions over judicial reforms and economic stagnation. Netanyahu framed the strike as existential defense to unify the populace. Iran, with youth unemployment at 45%. The regime uses anti-Israel rhetoric to mask governance failures. Hidden connections. The proxy web's architects won. The Saudi-Israeli silent pact while publicly condemning Israel. Saudi Arabia benefits from Iran's weakening. Riyadh accelerated its Vision 2030 economic diversification post-conflict, securing U.S. security guarantees and attracting $75 billion in tech investments. 3. The silent deal. Saudi neutrality in exchange for Israeli containment of Iran. 2. Azerbaijan's geopolitical gambit. Azerbaijan supplied Israel with drone launch sites near Iran's border, leveraging the conflict to solidify its position as a Caspian energy hub. In return, Israel shared intelligence to help Azerbaijan reclaim Nagorno-Karabakh, a move that went unreported in Western media. 8.3. The chaos dividend. For private equity, BlackRock and Vanguard hold major stakes in defense contractors, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and renewable energy firms. The conflict's oil volatility accelerates green transitions, boosting their $7T portfolio simultaneously. They fund rebuilders like Bechtel, positioning for post-war contracts in Gaza and Iran. 159. Future shock. The 2030 domino effect. 1. The privatization of war. 2026 to 2028 mercenary armies. By 2028, 40% of coalition operations will be outsourced to firms like Wagner Group and Blackwater. Their low-cost drone swarms will make conventional armies obsolete. AI-driven conflict. Autonomous systems will reduce human casualties, normalizing sanitized warfare and enabling perpetual low-intensity conflicts. 2. Energy realignment and resource wars. 2027 to 2030. Caspian Basin dominance. Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan will replace Iran as energy conduits, triggering U.S.-China competition for control of Trans-Caspian pipelines. Lithium wars. As EVs replace oil, Bolivia and Chile will become battlegrounds for lithium extraction, with private militias securing mines for tech giants. 3. The silent winner. The global arms lobby. By 2035, the combined revenue of defense and surveillance firms will exceed $15T. Their influence will reshape democracies. Elections will be won by candidates backing perpetual deterrence budgets. Conclusion. The chessboard beyond the smoke. The Israel-Iran conflict is not a standalone event but a node in a global profit engine. While missiles strike Tehran and Tel Aviv, the true architects, arms dealers, energy traders, and Silicon Valley operate from shadows, turning regional chaos into generational wealth. As in 1914 and 1939, today's silent winners are seeding tomorrow's conflicts, with the next crisis already brewing in the lithium-rich deserts of South America.